When God gives you a message and it ends up being a message for you, when the Holy Spirit flows through you and you are speaking and learning as the words are coming out of your mouth, when you release to God what's God's, then you follow and you need to obey. So, what I learned today from TJ Jakes is a message of revelation in that Satan, the serpent, tries to bite us, and when he does bite us with things that we give to him, when we step outside of God's will, or when we give in to the circumstances around us as if they're from God, but they're the enemy, that God will use those things as the enemy and turn it for good. We've heard that before. But the revelation was in looking back to test that through my own life and see what had bitten me, what did I let bite me, and what was the circumstance, and where did God use that and be my ointment, the ointment to heal me from the same thing that hurt me. And then not only to help me, but then to give it to somebody else and to see it in them and to use that to help heal them. So God does work all things together for good. And so when we feel like we're in that storm of life and we feel like we're not good enough because we keep failing at something, or we feel like we're not being our emotions and all of that. But then if we hunker down and we let the enemy freeze us, then God can't take us through that valley. He promises to take us through. But first we have to not do this and give in to the storm. We have to do this and hang on to the anchor, which is God, and hang on and let him take us through the valley. Then we can look back at the strength and the things that hurt us. God will use to heal us and use us to heal someone else. You can never be taken out of the hand of God, because he promises no one can pluck you out, which to me means I can't take myself out of that. So if I've made the decision to choose God, and I've only chosen God because he sought me, no man seeks God. It says only the Spirit draws us. So we are his. We are his. We are his, and he will never let go. Even when we try, when he says he has us in his hand, we can try to let go, but he catches us. We're always there. So don't let the enemy lie to you. Let go and say, Jesus, hang on, and let him take you through the valley, so that what hurt us will be what heals us and will heal other people. And right now it can just be healing you from the revelation, but he will use it for someone else with their eyes open and continue to walk through that valley and those storms, hanging on to Christ and hanging on to the promises that he gave. He will never leave us. He has a purpose and a plan for each one of us. We are never so far lost that he won't bring us back. Moses, Peter, all of them failed. They came back stronger. And those that were killing Christians, Saul became Paul. He was killing Christians, and then he was who the church was founded on. So the thing was used to heal him. He healed even more. Those stories are the revelations and the stories in your life to look back upon where God continues and let him use those things that seem to break you, make you the ointment for someone else.